English teacher. Hi everyone, how's your day going? I hope all of you are fine. Alright everyone, so today we are going to learn about recount text. What comes to your mind when I say recount text? Apa sih yang ada di pikiran kalian ketika saya menyebutkan recount text? Well, I want to ask you again. Do you like to read historical stories? Or are there any of you who like to write about something that you have experienced in a diary? Well, that such texts are some examples of recount text. And maybe you all already learned about recount text in middle school, right? And now, as a high school student, you will learn a little more about recount text. Usually, you will ask to make a recount text, you will learn to analyze the structure of recount text, also the language features used in recount text. So come on, let's learn together. Okay, the first is definition. What is recount text? Recount text is one type of text that retells about stories, events, or experiences that happened in the past. Then, what kind of story that is usually used as an idea to write a recount text? Well, you can write about fun or happy experiences like going on vacation, meeting your favorite idol, or going camping with your friends. And also, you can write about a bad experience, maybe like losing your wallet or being late for school. The important thing is that you write about events that happened in the past. Remember, in the past. Jadi, recount text adalah salah satu jenis teks yang dipakai untuk menceritakan kembali kejadian atau pengalaman yang terjadi di masa lampau. Well, now let's move to the purpose. Recount text is made either to inform or to entertain the readers, and it can be both, to inform and to entertain the readers. For example, to inform the readers. The writer retells a story about camping, and then you, as a reader, know that the writer has been camping and know what is needed for camping. And then, to entertain readers, for example, the writer retells a story about going on vacation, and then there was a funny incident, and you as a reader felt entertained by the writer's story. Jadi, teks recount bertujuan untuk memberikan informasi atau menghibur pembaca. Now you have known about definition and the purpose of recount text. Next, we are going to talk about the type. There are three types of recount text: personal recount, factual recount, and imaginative recount. The first is personal recount. This usually retells an event that the writer was personally involved in the event, or the writer's personal experience. The second is factual recount. Factual recount is about factual event in the past. Earlier, personal recount is the writer's personal experience. Now, in factual recount, the writer retells a real event in the past, but usually the writer is not involved in the event. And the third is imaginative recount. Well, when you write an imaginary role and giving the details of event, and you write as if you have experienced it in the past, it is called imaginary recount. Wait, are you still there? Okay, Well, we move to the generic structure of recount text. There are three generic structure of recount text, which is orientation, events, and reorientation. The first is orientation. This part gives readers the background information to understand the text, such as who was involved, where it happened, or when it happened. Nah, jadi orientation ini memberikan sebuah pengenalan berupa informasi mengenai siapa, di mana, atau kapan peristiwa itu terjadi di masa lalu. The second is events. This part is a series of events ordered in a chronological sequence. Jadi di part events ini merupakan rangkaian peristiwa yang terjadi di dalam cerita. And then the last is reorientation. Reorientation contains closing sentences that concludes the story, and it can also be the writer's personal opinion about the events. Jadi guys, reorientation menyajikan rangkuman atau bisa juga kesan dari peristiwa atau kejadian yang diceritakan oleh penulis. Alright everyone, this is probably the last material about recount text. It is the language features used in recount text, and here are some of the language features. Number 1 is using past tense. Well, since it is retelling past events, of course, you must use past tense. For example, I spent my weekend in my uncle's house. The second is using adverb and adverbial phrase. It is to tell the setting like the time or the place. For example, in Malang, last month, on New Year holiday, etc. The third is using the conjunction and time connection such as then, before, after, and, next, and etc. And the last is using action verb. And also, the verb is in the past form like went, stayed, brought, to, and etc. Alright, that's probably all of the material about recount text. Wow, that's a long journey, right? But before I close this lesson, how about we do some more practice? I mean, you know, practice makes perfect, isn't it? Okay, as an exercise, what if we analyze this text together? That's great, right? Alright, I'll give you 1 minute to read this text first, or you can pause the video if you need more time to read. Have you done with this text? Well now, come on, let's analyze it together. As you can see here, this text is marked with 3 general structures that we have learned earlier. Why is this part called orientation? Do you still remember? Yeah, as you know that this part gives reader the background information. This paragraph tells what happened, who was involved in the event, and when it happened. And this part is called events because it contains the series of events from the story. You can see here what happened from the writer woke up until the writer entered the class late. And the last is the reorientation part. As I told you before, this part can be the closing sentence to conclude the story or writer's opinion about their experience. In this text, the reorientation part is the writer's impression or opinion of what had happened to him. Alright everyone, that's it. That is the end of our lesson today. But before I close this lesson, don't forget to check the link down below if you want to do some more practices about recount text. Remember, practice makes perfect. Thank you so much for joining this lesson. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!